有其他同学在其他城市上学，有听到过就是觉得不安全啊、危险啊，然后这种焦虑的。但是我们在的那个地方比较安全。我有一个高中同学，他在 UIUC 上学吧之前，然后他之前室友的女朋友就是前段时间那个去世的一个，就是在路上就2个女生被车撞了嘛，被拖行的那个，对，所以他们就蛮惨的。然后我就是有觉得这种事情，其实你打个转就在你身边发生了，你会觉得还是离你很近的。
我个人觉得没有什么问题，对，
还可以。
I mean, at the moment, yeah, but
It's kind of scary.
there are certain moments where you kind of just sit in your car and then some car pulls up next to you and someone gets out and you're not sure why they're just out there. It kind of makes you wonder, you know. But at the same time, if you know where you're going and you're kind of familiar with the area, then yeah. But if you're going out of town and you're not sure who you're seeing and you don't know who you're surrounded in or your neighborhood that you're at, then yeah, you kind of raise an alarm and it kind of makes you wonder, am I safe?
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel less safe than before because, I don't know, terrible things happen all the time.
No, we are being alert our surroundings. Yeah, because there are some spreading news that there is some Asian hates around, so we are being aware.
So in the state that we live in a pretty small town, and I think we are definitely more like, the place where I live right now is definitely a lot safer than say the city. So it hasn't really affected me that much, but I have definitely had people like verbally attack me. They say like ching chong a lot, and then they do the fox eyes, and then they just kind of point and say, oh, you brought the Chinese virus here, and that's about it.
I do feel safe. Do you feel safe?
Yeah.
Me personally, yes. However, I do have empathy for the rest of the Asian community that are being threatened. Hopefully it ends soon.
就我之前有看到网上很多，就比如说在高晓松他们有时候聊这些就是问题，从历史上来追溯的话，我会觉得说是因为亚洲人很难抱团儿，就是因为在这儿的亚洲人有中国人啊，然后日本的、韩国的或者是东南亚的，就我们的文化特别的久远，所以在某种程度来说，我们种族上是有一定的那种就之前的一些矛盾和冲突吧，所以很难让所有的亚洲群体全部都抱团起来一起去反抗。你像那个美国的黑人，他们当时的那种活动，就是因为他们当时是农奴一起到这边来，然后被压迫的非常的严重，然后他们特别惨，所以他们只能奋起反抗，争取人权。但是亚洲其实一直就是属于那种，我觉得没有特别受到过很重的那种压迫，但同时他们也没有办法一起抱团去反抗这个事情，就大家其实都是有点那种说，哎，我做好自己就好了，我保护好我的群体，没有那种说我们整个东南亚或者抱起来，这样在美国是争取一些亚洲人的人权的。
我对这个事情，我觉得就是自己做好了就 OK 了，就没有什么其他的。
Everywhere in the news, I mean, a lot of people are getting injured, especially from wherever, you know, like heavily populated of Asians, you know, like California, New York, name it. And most of the times it's kind of like shrugged, you know, like girls getting called out or, you know, guys being bullied. You know, it seems to be the normal. So like, you know, after lately people dying, that's a different story. You know, bullying and catcalling, that's like a normal thing. But like people dying is like a whole nother situation. So yeah, I would say it's increasing and it's getting more violent.
It's kind of just happened throughout my whole life, so it's like it's nothing new. Just dealing with people like that. I think everyone should speak up for anybody dealing with that, not just Asian people. I think everybody should stand up for everybody.
I do think that Asian groups should, be vocal about it, and because I think that as a minority group, Asians are often overlooked, and I think that Asians should, take a stand and be vocal for themselves and their safety and how they feel about living in the U.S.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Even you're Asian or Americans, for as long as you respect one another, everybody will be safe.
And we should not be discriminated just because, oh, the virus came from China, so you guys must be everyone who's spreading it around. And that's certainly not the case. I think that's definitely a problem. We have like there are teachers who like speak out against it, but there's not been like with the school system itself hasn't really done anything that I think they've kind of like pushed us aside, and they haven't really tried to stop anything, and I don't think that's right.
Because of the virus, because of the blame, most of it because of people uneducated, unable to understand how virus actually spread and how they do research. But yes, it does as of the moment. Hopefully it dies down just because of miscommunication, miseducation.
From where I grew up, you never really trust the cops. New York. I've had multiple incidents where you try calling the cops and they don't show up on time. By then the criminal's gone and you're kind of just left there wondering, why am I paying my taxes for?
Not really.
Not really. I mean, I hope it's Trump. It's still Trump.
Now
No, they don't do anything for any other race. They've never been known to solve the problem ever.
I do have trust in our government and in our policing system. I think that they are taking it seriously. I've seen a lot of recent talk about it on social media, and I think that governments, especially like the city of Atlanta, they're taking it very seriously, and they're forming groups and taking steps to make things better.
Honestly think just preparing yourself for scenarios, like for her, I would say like, I would try to get her a pepper spray or, something so she can use immediately. And for me, if I see something that doesn't look right, I go the other way. Stay out of trouble, that's it.
Like go home early, not be out late in the night, that kind of situation.
No, I don't feel like we have to take any extra measures right now, no.
好像没有什么，因为我没有受到过这方面的这个威胁，对。
感觉到这种威胁。
My mom actually went to an anti-Asian crime rally. It was just a bunch of the students themselves. So I have a friend who recently moved to New Jersey, and she created this this Asian rights. It's called the Asian Rights Movement, and I definitely recommend you guys to check it out. They do like stuff like directly for Chinese people, but they also do things about like activate like speaking out for like other issues like Black Lives Matter. They also do stuff like that. I think our main purpose is just to increase activists and just to get more word out about just things happening around the world, not necessarily just Asian stuff.
they should know how to contact their local government, to have trust on their government, to make sure that they are being represented in this country because they're part of this big huge community that we call United States as a global mixing communities of other cultures.